Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC bringing you the news now so you can have local, regional, and national updates on stories that we're following. Thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time. Of course, we're on various platforms right now. That includes our website, WTOC.com, the WTOC apps, Amazon Fire, Roku, Twitter, and Facebook. And Facebook is where you can actually interact with us right now. Thank you so much to those who are online reaching out to us on our Facebook page. We see your comments, and we certainly appreciate it. Keep in mind, if you want to ask a question, you can do that, and we will try to get you your answer live. If we can't, no worries. We'll go back in the comment section afterward to get you close to the information that you're seeking. So we're starting with news out of South Carolina. We have new details unfolding in that death investigation of the 11-month-old baby that was found. Well, the baby's teenage mother has been granted bond. The sheriff released the warrants. The bond for Breonna Lewis was set at $71,000 for the total of 3 different charges. Those charges are filing a false police report, improperly disposing of human remains, and destroying biological evidence. Breonna Lewis has not posted bonds, so she is still in jail right now as I speak. The sheriff also doesn't believe that her family will be able to bail her out after speaking with her mother. Sheriff Jay Brooks told us today that the mother is torn between paying to get her child out of jail or planning a funeral for her 11-month-old granddaughter, Harley Lane Lewis. Now, keep in mind, Breonna originally claimed that someone punched her in the face before stealing her child. However, she later admitted to lying, but the sheriff explained how she had that bruising on her face.
And we found out really quickly that the reason why she had all those bruises and looked so terrible was last week she had a wreck in Anson County and flipped a single car upside down and slid it down an embankment, and the steering wheel did all that to her. We found out later that during that investigation of that wreck, that at the scene she was screaming, "Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Where's my baby?" And a couple of minutes later, the Highway Patrol got a call from her babysitter that says, "I don't know what she's talking about. I have her baby." So there's a disconnect that we're still working on.
An autopsy was performed on this little 11-month-old girl. However, officials cannot release the details per state law. A child fatality review team is working on the details right now from the autopsy and say that it is still possible that Breonna could face more charges in the future as a result of the autopsy's finding. The sheriff cannot charge her with murder right now because there are still quite a few unanswered questions in the investigation surrounding Harley's death. Now, I have a bunch of you reaching out on Facebook right now, asking questions about this situation, saying, "I don't know why they gave her a bond. That's crazy. Legally, she was entitled to. That was the judge's decision. Again, $71,000, and she cannot afford it. She is still in jail right now." Other people asking, saying she shouldn't get a bond, shouldn't get a bond. Yeah, so that's the update right now. She has a bond. There are 3 separate charges, and more charges could come. Of course, we will continue to follow the story and let you know any more details as soon as we get them. Switching gears into Chatham County, the area of Georgia 21 in Port Wentworth that's closed because of that deadly C-130 military plane crash. It should be back open by July 1st, so that's some good news. Crews with the U.S. Air Force, the Army Corps of Engineers, and construction companies are all repaving the road and fixing the median right now. A lot of asphalt has been fixed, which is good news. The road has been closed since 9 Puerto Rican Air National Guardsmen were killed in the crash that happened on May 2nd. While we still don't have a specific date for the road to reopen, it could be as little as a week, but no more than a month. Certainly good news for all of us who take that road in the area. Well, switching gears tonight, the Savannah Bananas start their 3rd season against their new state rival, the Macon Bacon, and this game has actually been sold out for months now. Highly anticipated. WTOC's Meredith Parker tells us how the team has become such a staple in just 2 years.
It's time to go bananas for Savannah. Opening day here at Grayson Stadium is in full swing.
We have 15 full-time staff here. We have 8 interns. We have 150 hourly staff that are all looking forward to opening day.
That staff has spent the last 9 months preparing for this 2018 season and working the 2 past seasons to make sure the Savannah Bananas stick.
We first got here, people didn't trust us because they didn't know what this thing was. I mean, we weren't professional, we weren't a minor league team, what is this going to be? And we just asked people, come to one game.
And with most of their season sold out, including tonight's game, it's safe to say the team hit a home run with this community.
I'll never forget one of the games last year. We actually lost the game, but the players got a standing ovation at the end of the night, and it was like, what is this? This does not happen in sports.
This year's team is made up of college players from around the country, even a Savannah native, Rudy Amaya, former Calvary Day standout pitcher.
But it's this connection between the players and the fans and the community and the stadium, and everything comes together and culminates, and all of a sudden there's this big party that happens for 4,000 people for these guys every single night here.
First pitch tonight at 7:05 for the Savannah Bananas. Let's play ball. Reporting live from Grayson Stadium, Meredith Parker, WTOC News.
Now, for those of you who are heading to the game, here is the evening planner for you. So we're supposed to get afternoon showers, but 7 p.m., 40% chance of rain, but it gets a little better as the evening continues. 8 o'clock, it will still be a little muggy out there, 80 degrees with a decreased chance of rain, only 30%. And then, of course, it continues until about 10 p.m. when it goes down. Still quite hot and humid out there, but it should be a nice evening for all. I want to get back to Facebook because I have a bunch of you actually asking comments. One is separate that we haven't discussed yet, and someone's asking about Windsor's yearbooks. That is the yearbook from the high school that had the N-word written in it. Same policy stands right now. Any student who had a yearbook is still able to turn in that yearbook, and the school has promised to give them another yearbook with that picture edited out. But it is the student's responsibility to turn in their yearbook. So it's the same policy as before. It is up to the students to return their yearbook to get a new one with that picture edited out. Now, I've got another comment about the 19-year-old mother out of South Carolina who is now in jail because of improperly disposing of her daughter's remains. So I've got a question from Linda Bernard, who's saying, why didn't she just give the baby to the grandmother or someone else? That is something that they're going to be asking her and looking into because, of course, keep in mind, we don't know exactly what happened to the child. An autopsy has been done. They're still working to figure out if the mother was actually involved in the child's death or if she just disposed of her daughter's remains. Either way, she's in big trouble, guys. So keep that in mind. Right now, she's facing a $71,000 bond. But the charges she's facing right now, 1, filing a false police report, 2, improperly disposing of human remains, and 3, destroying biological evidence. So I see some of you on here saying she should get the death penalty. Keep in mind, she has not been charged with murder. Right now, it is not provable that she was directly involved in the child's death. If she was not directly involved, clearly that means there's someone out there who was, that she knows about. And so then we're looking forward to another person hopefully being arrested and charged with the murder of this small child. If she was directly involved in the child's death, she will have additional charges pinned on to her 3 current charges. So this is all still a work in development. Again, the autopsy has been done, but they will not, per South Carolina law, release any details right now because it is still an open and active investigation. Kendra Brown saying straight to prison, straight to death row. It's a great way to get scouted. So keep in mind, guys, this is still an ongoing investigation. It's very heartbreaking anytime a child dies in our community, but have faith in the system that the diligence is being done to make sure that we get answers for what happened to this little baby girl. And I've got a comment on the Savannah Bananas. Isaac Cooper saying, it's a great way to get scouted. Love the Bananas community involvement. Quite awesome. They've had a lot of fan favorite days already. A lot of excitement. I can't even get tickets to a game because most of them are sold out, but I would like to go to one. Maybe I'll just hang out downtown and someone will help me out and I'll buy some tickets off of someone one day. We'll see how that works. We have a lot more that we're working on for our 3 o'clock digital newscast, but until then, if you'd like to get updates with WTOC, you can always go to our website, WTOC.com, as well as our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. See you in a bit.